I mean, I get it. I totally understand it. He stabbed the president in the back, and we knew he would. I mean, it's not like it's a surprise. He wanted to be Secretary of State, likely to infiltrate the Trump administration and do damage from within. He decided to pretend to be from Utah and run for Senate there and become a senator after Trump endorsed him at Romney's request. None of this is a surprise. And so it's always frustrating to me to see people get real bent out of shape and waste a lot of time and energy after yesterday's vote. Mitt Romney, in case you haven't heard, impeachment is over. The president's been exonerated. He was acquitted. It was almost totally partisan, except for Mitt Romney. And Mitt Romney is the only Republican to pretend that Trump withheld military aid from Ukraine, because of course we know that he didn't. Aid was not withheld from Ukraine. Ben Sass, who's no friend or supporter of President Trump, said you don't remove a president for initially listening to bad advisors, but eventually taking counsel from better advisors, which is precisely what happened here. They got the aid. So it was the flimsiest, stupidest, most pathetic excuse to try to impeach a president that the other side doesn't like. And Romney is right there in that category. He's right up there with all the Trump haters who want to damage this president. You got to understand what the stakes are. You have to understand what people who want to stop this presidency, and most importantly, stop his reelection. That's what scares them. They're not afraid of the next few months. They don't think he's going to nuke Sweden in April. They're not worried about the remaining few months of his first term. They're worried about the second term. In other words, they're worried about you. They're worried about the American people because they hate you more than they hate him. If it wasn't for all these pesky Americans, we'd have President Bernie or President Biden or President Pete or President Warren. If it wasn't for these doggone moronic American people with their guns and their Bibles and their flags, those gun grabbers. I'd say smelly Walmart shoppers, but Sean says that about 37 times a day, so I don't want to say it. I love Sean. He's a dear friend, but boy, when he gets onto a theme, doesn't he? But he's right. I mean, and I know, P.S., he likes Walmart. I love Sean Hannity. Believe me, this is not a dig. This is a playful jab. How many times do you think Sean Hannity shops at Walmart? I mean, God bless him. Maybe he does. Maybe he does. You know, most of us do. But of course, most of us don't make like $100 million a year. And that's probably, but hey, he maybe he needs to go to Walmart to get his tools so he can work. Anyway, I digress. He is right in pointing out the way the left looks down on normal Americans, hardworking, tax-paying, God-fearing Americans. They hate us. They just do. They want to keep us from letting our vote be heard. What's so fascinating to me, and I think this is one of the most profound realizations we should have, because to me, this is what matters more than anything. They have been literally trying to impact the outcome of an election. And everything has been all about Trump impacting the outcome of an election. It was what the Mueller report was based on. It was what impeachment was based on. Everything they've accused the Trump administration of doing, they've done.